Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liv and this is my YouTube channel. This is a very probably short-lived segment that I'm going to call Garden Time with Liv, where I sit in my garden and I talk about things. So for today, Garden Time segment 1, my obsession. Sure, we'll call it that, my obsession. So, as you probably know or have seen in my past videos, I love Tangled. I have always loved Tangled since Tangled had first come out, and I've really been in love with the movie ever since, and it's my favorite thing in the world. And so, as you've probably seen in my other videos, I've got this little guy, and his name is Pascal. This is like the first version of Pascal that I got in, I think, 2013. He is from the Disney store. He is quite well loved. If you tell, his like shininess is coming off like on his arms and his sides because he's just so well loved. So this is Pascal, and he's in a few of my YouTube videos, and I just love him a lot. He's one of my favorite stuffies that I have because he's just so cute, and he's like the size of a chameleon, if you were to say that. But he's such a good size for like a little stuffy. He's like a little pal. He just like sit on your shoulder, and you can like hang out until he falls off. But yeah, so I love him. And so as you probably already know, I went to Disney World last week. I went to visit Sarah, and I went to multiple parks. I went to Hollywood Studios, I went to Magic Kingdom, and I even went to Animal Kingdom, as well as Disney Springs for like shopping and stuff like that. And so since this Pascal is so well loved, and there is a Tangled animated series, I figured there'd be some Tangled like merchandise out there. And so there totally was some like little figurines for like the show with like Rapunzel and Eugene and like all the other characters from the show, but there really wasn't a lot for like stuffed animal wise. Like they have like those little babies of like all the animated characters, like one's from the Lion King and one's from like Bambi, like everything. They have like little baby characters. And so I was figuring maybe there'd be like a baby Pascal or like something like that, and there wasn't. And I had told everyone before I went on this trip that if I could find a Pascal, I would buy one because this one's a little well loved, and I don't want him to lose all of his colors because that would make me really sad, and I want him to stay in good condition forever. So I was on the hunt. I was looking for a sweater that I really wanted to buy that I'd seen online. So that was like my main priority for what I wanted to buy. So I was looking for that, and then I was looking around the park. So I went to like every single store. I couldn't find anything at Hollywood Studios. I saw nothing Tangled wise, which I wasn't really surprised about because like it's not a princess park really. So like they don't have like the main princess stuff. They have a lot of like other things like Star Wars and like Toy Story Land because that's new. And more like Hollywood related things, which makes total sense. I was able to find my sweater there, which I was scared I wasn't going to be able to find because at Magic Kingdom I wasn't able to find the sweater at all. And we searched the entire Emporium. We're like, wow, if Magic Kingdom doesn't have it, then Disney probably doesn't have it. And I was really worried about that because I really wanted that sweater. It's like I want to have my eye on for months. And so we looked in like all the toy areas too, and like none of the stores had a Pascal. And so I was getting really upset because I really wanted a new Pascal, and I was praying that he'd be out there, but we couldn't find anything that one day in the two parks, which made me really sad and like kind of upset because I hadn't seen anything in the Disney stores like in malls here either. Like there was no Pascals, and I was really sad about that. And then I went to Disney Springs the next day, and they also had nothing. We went to World of Disney, and they have everything in there. It's the biggest Disney store like in the world. So we went in there, and they didn't have anything. They also they didn't have my sweater, but I was able to find it at Hollywood Studios, so I already bought it. But they didn't have the sweater I wanted at World of Disney, so I was getting like real nervous because like they had a huge toy area, and like they didn't have anything like Pascal. Like they had every single character. They have like a bazillion like different stuffed animal Stitches, which makes no sense because Disney World doesn't have anything even like Stitch related anymore. Like, they got rid of Stitch's Great Escape, so like he doesn't even have a ride. But there's like they're really pushing this Lilo and Stitch merch, which I don't really understand why. Maybe they know why, but I don't know why. So I was like kind of confused on that one. So I was like, why is there so much Stitch but there's not a single Pascal anywhere? So I was really upset because I was like basically just giving up hope. Like I'm not going to find a Pascal. But anyways, we get to Animal Kingdom, and halfway through my day at Rafiki's Planet Watch, I found Pascal. So I didn't buy him then. I actually bought him just before I left the park because I he wasn't cheap. he was like I think it was $18 US before tax. So he cost me $26 Canadian. I think little Pascal only cost me about like $10. I got him as a gift, but I think he was only like $10 maybe when I bought him. So yeah, I bought him like just before I was about to leave because I was really upset that I hadn't bought him, and he was the only one I'd seen on the entire Disney property. So anyways, long story short, I've got 2 Pascals. And you're probably saying, wow, Liv, you're 20 years old and you have 2 Pascals. Aren't you supposed to be an adult? And I'm going to say, yes, I am supposed to be an adult, and I am denying my growing up by buying more Pascals. Yeah, I don't want to grow up, so I'm just going to keep buying Pascals. So yes, you could say I have an obsession because I do a bunch of other Tangled merch as well. Like I have dishes, I have a bowl that's in the shape of Pascal, and I have a plate with Rapunzel's face on it, and then I have like Tangled Christmas ornaments, and I have like a bunch of sticker books, and I have like the DVD, and I have a bunch of other things too. Like it's a lot. And yes, I can quote the entire movie. And anyways, I just really love Tangled. I love Disney, as you know. It's one of my favorite things in the world. It's just like so great. And so what if I bought another Pascal while on my trip? I love him, and he's gonna be best friends with little Pascal. And like I love the differences, because like this Pascal looks like the one in the movie, and then this Pascal looks like the one that's in the animated series. At least to me, he does. So like I like that there's a difference between the two. They're not like identical twins. Also, like new Pascal is massive. Like this size difference, like he could eat little Pascal, but he's not going to because he's a nice person. So I just call them Pascal the Pals. They do have their own Instagram, because why wouldn't they? I love taking cute little pictures of them. Their Instagram is at Pascal the Frogs, because yes, I know they're chameleons, but I call them frogs because that's what Flynn Rider keeps calling Pascal in the movie, is that he's a frog, but he's really a chameleon, and he doesn't like care about the difference because he just like brushes it off. Anyways, I love it. So these are my 2 Pascals. They're my best friends. But yeah, so you should give them a follow on Instagram. And if you're not already subscribed to this channel, you should subscribe to this channel, because I've got a bunch of new fun videos coming up soon. I still haven't posted all my Disney vlogs, which I'm super excited to show you all. And I've got another camp vlog probably coming next week as well, because it's the last week of camp. Sad face, camp's almost over, which means summer's almost over, which means it's time to go back to school. Anyways, give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, hit that bell icon to be notified when I post more awesome, cool videos, and follow these guys on Instagram, because they have their own Instagram page and it's quite cute. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed this very long origin story of Big Pascal, because if you had seen him on my Instagram or anything, you're probably wondering where he came from, and that's his story. Thank you to the Animal Kingdom gods for selling a Pascal, because man, I was getting real sad. Animal Kingdom was our last park and I was losing all hope. But I found him, and he's cute, and now little Pascal has a friend. So yeah, that's basically the story of how Big Pascal came to be. Give this video a big thumbs up, and comment which Pascal you think is cuter down below, even though we both know they're equally as cute. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys later. Peace.